Hey y'all, this is the Car Talk guy, Chris here. Just wanted to see what was going on with you guys. I am currently still at home as of almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. Checking my time, it's 1:10 in the morning. And wanted to talk to you guys about some interesting cars that I have found. Okay, so one interesting car that I want to talk about is the older versions of the Ford F-150. Now, I have seen the newest versions of these F-150s, like the 2021 versions where they're the hybrids. What I think about the hybrid. Now let's talk about Ford. Now that's the car of the week. We're going to talk about Ford for now. Okay, so we're talking about like the F-150, but we are talking about the hybrid version. I have never seen this in my life, just like I've never seen the 2021 Corvette. But these are cars that I just have to. I really don't understand. It is such beautiful charisma that you can find cars like this. Okay, so we have been kind of, looking around for different vehicles. I found a 2021 Ford F-150 Limited, not the hybrid model, limited edition. Very nice truck to have. Uh, Looking at it and was one thing I was trying to figure out. But yeah, like I said, it's a nice truck to have. But test driving it is very nice. It rides very nicely. The suspension is built very, very, very tough. Um, and it has that really stance. It's very wide for a pickup truck for this year's model. But going back to the car talk with me, we're going to talk about not just the F-150, but we're also going to talk about some other things that I wanted to kind of show to you guys. Now, give me 1 minute here. I got to reverse this camera just a hair here, because, okay, give me a second, guys. Okay, because I have my other device here, my other phone right here that I am. Okay, give me 1 second, guys, here. I am so sorry for the delay. I'm trying to unlock my other phone here, and I thought I had it unlocked. But I didn't. Okay, so, let me get out of here. Okay, this phone's definitely cracked. This is my other phone here. And we are talking about the 2021. Oh. Okay, so sorry guys. I'm very sorry for this delay. I know. Okay, so another car that that I want to talk about was just not the F-150, but the Bronco. Now you guys remember the Bronco long time ago, many years ago. The Bronco was a thing back in the day. I'm gonna face my camera the other direction, show you this new 2021 all new Bronco here. This is a very elegant car. Now, I've been told, sorry about the camera being a little bit shady. This is supposed to be the 2021 Bronco Sport. I love the way this body style has gone. It has looked very good. Very, very good for its size, for its age. Now, coming back, I think this Bronco is a hit. I think it's going to be something I would buy. Now, in terms of this, let's take a look at the Camry XSC. Now, that was another car that I wanted to, like, kind of show you guys, too. And this car has been on my mind for quite some time. I have always liked the Camrys. I've always had a thing for the Camrys. But look at this XSC. Now, once you guys see how the XSC is bold and it defines driving to be more elegant, you'll see what I'm talking about here. And this is just a Google search that I'm doing. Well, it's not really Google, but it's more of an image thing. The XSC has a very bold, dynamic look, and diversity is what it has. This Camry is like one of the Camrys I would buy. I'd buy this car in a heartbeat. Now, if you guys look at this car and you're like, okay, this is the all-new 2021 Toyota Camry. Yep, there it goes. Now, this is a car that I would drive. This is on my other device here. Let me rotate this camera so we can get a better look at this. Hang on just a minute. You guys might just see my TV on over here. That's fine. Okay, so looking at the 2021 XSC, as you can see, I have that little thing right there. I need to kind of take that off. This is a very bold car to have. Now, I do like the diversity of it. I do like the fact that it's an XSC. This car has been. I had it on my Facebook profile at one point in time, and now I don't. But I do like the way the Camry looks. I love the boldness, the sharpness, the quality of the car. It speaks to you. The Camry has a way of speaking to you like no other car. Now, going back and looking at F-150. Now, you wanted to see. Let's look at the F-150 hybrid. Let's check that out now. Okay, now. Okay, let me get this. Okay, give me just a second here. We're going to look at the F-150 hybrid. Is what we're fixing to do here. Okay, we are going right into the images of the new F-150 hybrid. Okay, now coming back to this, you guys see this the 2000, and this is the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 hybrid. It doesn't say hybrid, but that's what I put in the search engine. It's a very nice truck to have. I really don't care for the front end as much as I would like. It's got a lot of, things that I mean, well, as far as if you want good gas mileage, that would be the way to go. But I believe this is a first for Ford to have an F-150 hybrid. I have not seen Ford have anything. I mean, I've known them to have hybrid vehicles and everything like that. I've known Ford to have these hybrid cars, but in the making, we really have not seen a hybrid pickup. Ford has never been. They've never introduced the hybrid F-150. It's always been. I think F-150 came back when they started F-150. It came with a I think it's a 4.6 Triton V8. Now that's a big deal for Ford, but these are pretty much. I think I'm not sure what went with Ford. I'm not sure why Ford decided to come out with the hybrid version of the F-150, but I think it's phenomenal. Just like when you see Randy, when you see Randy at Auto Auction Rebuilds, you see him in his i3, and that little car gets up and goes. A lot of these cars are designed for like EV and gas. Like you have your EV, like with Randy, he's got that EV car. Now it's electric and gas at the same time. And that's pretty cool to see that there's electric and gas around here, and that the EV companies are starting to put out EV deals. But moving forward, I mean, we're talking about cars today, but like I said, it's one of them things that you just have to like actually be able to see. A lot of the cars, but like I said, if I was gonna recommend buying a car, I would buy between the Bronco and the F-150. Now, Toyota has introduced the new 2021. Now, if you guys are family people and you're into a minivan, check out the new 2021 Toyota Sienna XSE all-wheel drive, I-wheel drive van. I was looking at, I follow a person on TikTok here, and she works at Florence Toyota, and she does all, like, I guess what it is she does these Toyota debuts. And she'll introduce you to all Toyotas that she has on the lot. Like, she'll introduce you to a RAV4. And the other day, as I was looking, she had a 2021 Toyota Sienna XSE Hybrid. Now, this has the all-wheel drive V6 engine. Very nice minivan to have. Now, if those of you are looking for a Sienna, look no further than Florence Toyota. I'm not sure where she's at, though. I would have to look that up and see. But right now, it's it's one of those things. But I do think that the Sienna is a nice van. I mean, it's very bold. It's got that little rocket ship look to it. I mean, it's very stance. It's very long. So you have a lot more space back there. Now, I would say between the Sienna and the new Pacifica, the all-new Pacifica, I have seen commercials for the 2022 Pacifica. Now, you guys remember back when Pacifica started out now, it was just an SUV. It had the 4.0 liter V6 engine in there, which was not a good engine at the time. And then Chrysler did away with the Pacifica for a while. Well, then back in 2019, whatever they started, Pacifica came back out again. So I'm not sure when, I'm not really sure when they came out with it, but when Pacifica was an SUV, back when it was SUV, when Chrysler had Pacifica, like I told you guys, it was the SUV. It had a 4.0 liter V6, which was not reliable at the time. A lot of Chrysler's cars had a lot of problems back in those days. Chrysler was known for having a lot of problems, but it's not just Chrysler that we talk about. It's Ford, Dodge, Chevrolet, Toyota. All car companies have had that minor penalty in the road. Everybody has gone through that whole entire stage of fidelity and everything else. It's the car. What it is it draws down to the person who takes care of your vehicle. If you maintain your car and you keep it up to date, I'm pretty sure the car would last for a very good long time. But Chrysler was notorious for having so much problems. I mean, back when they made, like the Plymouth Voyager, like the 95 Plymouth Voyager cars, I mean, those cars never really lasted. The Plymouth, a lot of Chryslers were known to have a lot of different problems back in those days. And Chrysler has came around to advancements. I mean, Chrysler did not have the technology like they do today, but Chrysler has been around for so long, and they have come so far. And when they did away with Pacifica, I was a little bit bummed out because I like the Pacifica SUV. I have always liked Pacifica because it was Chrysler. It was something that Chrysler built, and I have always been a fan of the Pacifica. And when I saw recently, about a month ago, when I saw Randy from Auto Actions Rebuilds, he had I think it was like an '07 Chrysler Pacifica. But I thought it was pretty cool because he got it from, he bought it from, I think he got it from Copart. So, and that was pretty cool though, because he had gotten this Pacifica and it looked phenomenal. Well, what it was is it was running really well. It was just that there was a suspension damage on the driver's side of the car. So he had ordered the parts and got it fixed, and I believe he did sell it. I think it's gone now. But I know for a fact that Chrysler has came a long ways because, I mean, they have their cars. Like, okay, for an example, I have seen the Jeep Renegade SUVs that Jeep makes. Those are pretty cool too. I mean, those have that 2.4 multi-air engine in there. So it makes it a lot more efficient. But Chrysler has, the only thing I could say that I disagree about with Chrysler, I'm gonna tell you guys this. My honest opinion is I don't like the 9-speed transmission. Now, when Chrysler made the 200 in 2019 and this year, I don't care for the 9 speeds. Well, and the thing is, it went from being a gear shift to being a knob, and you have to turn that knob. You have to turn it. So it goes into drive for you. You just turn that knob. There's no shifter. So I mean, I think that's okay. I just don't agree with the closed-off transmission. Now, with the Chrysler 200s, the 2019s and 2020 Chrysler 200s, I do not care for that concealed transmission. Now, with that being a 9-speed transmission, Chrysler has been notorious for having problems with their transmissions because you can't get to the transmission. There's no dipstick. There's no way to tell. So basically, Chrysler is very finicky when it comes to their transmissions. They are very, very picky. And that draws back to my 2007 PT Cruiser. Like, remember I was telling you guys in the first video about my Chrysler PT Cruiser. Now, I didn't tell you that I accidentally, at one point in time, put the wrong transmission fluid in my PT Cruiser. Like I said, it was a 2007. And it didn't mess up the transmission. The transmission was fine, but there would be a time or two when, after I put in the wrong fluid that wasn't for that car, I noticed the transmission was not catching up with the engine. So when I went to accelerate, I heard the engine rev up at 1500 RPM, but the transmission was not engaging like it should have been. And so once I went to AutoZone and I got the correct transmission fluid that Chrysler makes for that car ran just fine. It shifted so smoothly. I felt like I was driving on a cloud because that car was so good whenever you put the original. But the thing with the 200s is the thing that I despise with the Chrysler 200s is because of a concealed transmission. There's not a lot of options at this point. I mean, with a concealed transmission, you're not going to have a lot of concealment. I mean, that's going to be the thing with the Chryslers. I mean, you can't check the transmission fluid with the 200s, but that's the thing that I've noticed with the Chrysler 200s is there's no dipstick there. You can't check the trans fluid. There's no way. And that's the thing that I despise with Chrysler. That's the thing I hate about Chrysler. It's like, okay, you guys are designing these cars, but you can't fix the problems with, and I've seen a lot of these new Chrysler 200s sit on the side of the road because of a transmission problem that the owner cannot pinpoint. They cannot figure out why the transmission went out. Well, I'll tell you why. it's because the fluid went low on that car, and because it's concealed, Chrysler is the only people that can figure it out. And that's the thing that I just can't stand about Chrysler. It's like, okay, y'all make these concealed transmissions, but about the customer, we're talking about the consumer. How does the consumers are going? I mean, it's nice to have 9 speeds. I mean, it's a good car if you want 9 gears. I mean, that transmission has 9 gears. That was something that Chrysler decided to do with, and so they did that. Some of these car companies have CVT. Now, I've noticed Nissan has Xtronic Drive, which is it's a transmission, yes, but it does not have gears. It evolves around a dynamo of pulleys that are belts. That's how CVT works. A lot of the car companies like Honda, Nissan, and I think Subaru has CVT. I'm not sure if Subaru has CVT. But I know a lot of car companies do have CVT transmissions in their cars, and that makes it a lot more complex. Um, with CVT, you have a lot more. You know, if you don't service your CVT transmission regularly, or whenever it comes time to service that CVT transmission, you start having a lot of problems with your CVT transmission. And that's the thing that I've seen, is that the CVT transmission might not always run correctly. Um, and with that being said and done, I don't discredit any car company for coming out with their own thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna hate on anything that's out there. More or less to say that yes, I feel like Chrysler could have made it easier for the consumer. I don't think Chrysler was thinking about the consumer when they built their 200s. I like the 200 because it's a very sporty, elegant car. It rides okay. I've seen the 200s, and they offer a lot, and they come in the sport edition, and I've seen the 300s as well, and the Chrysler 300s are just really nice. They're nice to have. If you're looking for something that is muscle, get behind the wheel of a 300 or a Challenger or a Charger. That's your man cars right there. Now, I will say that when it comes down to muscle and American-made cars, I'm down for these American-made cars. But today's showroom has to do with talking about the consumer. We're going to be digging into details. Now, I think that if you're going to be a car consumer and you're a car owner, now if you're a car owner like most of us are, and you have a car and you have a question, I mean, and your dealership will not tell you, most of what goes on. I mean, my thing is that I have seen the new 2022 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid on television lately. I have cable TV, and I will not reveal to you what cable provider I have. I can't tell you where I live. I'm just gonna say I live somewhere in Norman. Okay, that's the only thing you guys need to know. I don't disclaim any information about where I live. I don't give out my phone number on social media, or if anybody wants to reach me, I am at Chris Garcia. Or Chris Lee Garcia on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. It's going to be Chris Garcia 96. But if you want to reach me on Facebook, go right ahead and shoot me up a text or something and say, hey, I'm very smart when it comes time to cars. I'm mechanically inclined, so I can tell you most of what you guys need to know. But right now, beside that, let's go ahead and put that to a side here, and let's move on to something that's a lot more bigger. So going back to what I was just mentioning, we were talking about the 2022 Chrysler Pacifica. Now, this is the one that is the e-hybrid. And I think I can get a commercial to show you guys what it actually looks like. This is the hybrid of the Pacifica. Now, mind you that my Samsung Galaxy A11 over here is cracked. I did drop it recently. I'm wanting to show you guys a video of the new Chrysler Pacifica, because I think that this is going to be something that people are going to really dig into. So just give me a second here while I type this in. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry for this delay. I'm trying to type it in here at the same time. Okay. I think it's going to allow us to skip this out.
Gonna see what she's made of.
Okay.
everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over a 2021 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid in the limited package, and this one actually has a full charge, so we'll actually be able to really test out the hybrid system in today's video. But first and foremost, a huge shout out and thank you to the Dodge Ram here in Provo for giving me some time with
this is awesome.
Pacifica. Check out their inventory link below. Let's get straight into the video. Now, under the hood, we have a naturally aspirated 3.6-liter V6 that's paired to an EVT automatic transmission and a hybrid system. Now, total system output's 260 horsepower, and in terms of fuel economy, it's 82 miles per gallon equivalent. It's 30 miles per gallon just with the gasoline engine, and that's all. Now let's go over the front end of the Pacifica Limited. So first off, the hood slopes down abruptly, just like pretty much any other minivan on the market. And then coming to the lights, this is my favorite part. I love the look of these new lights. They look really sharp with all of the LEDs. They're really bright as well. And then notice that the whole front grille has pretty much been blacked out with the chrome accenting around it. And then you've got the chrome there for the Chrysler logo. And then below the Chrysler logo, there's a little camera, and then more black mesh here at the bottom with parking sensors integrated into it. And then there is this little kind of like chrome strip. It's kind of like an upside down L basically. But other than that, there is your full front view on the Pacifica Hybrid. Now coming around the side here, we've got two 35mm tires wrapped around 18-inch wheels in the front and over in the rear as well. And I really like the design on the wheels. Definitely crazy, especially for a minivan. You usually don't see something like that. And then the brake caliper pretty much matches the coloration on the wheel. A little bit different in texture, but the color is pretty similar. But yeah, I really like the wheels. And then since this is a plug-in hybrid, this is where you actually charge it. So you guys can see there's a little charging port.
This is where you charge it, you guys.
And then notice that they've got the chrome there at the top.
This is a nice Pacifica. And this is a video explaining to you what it does and how it works as a hybrid vehicle for 2021. Yeah, I was wrong when I said 2021. I think it's 2021. Yeah.
Pacifica. So first off,
yeah, that's a
lot. The floor is really low. The reason it's so low is because you can fold the seats fully down into it. That's what this little strap here is for. So you pull the one strap and then the seat pretty much just does everything for you. Obviously, you have the mats there, so I can't do it, but you guys can see how the seat folds, and like pretty much just folds all the way up.
Yeah, they've got an app that you can download. It's called the My Pacifica app, and you can schedule for this van to be charged. So that's the cool thing when it comes to this Pacifica here.
And then another nice little thing is there's a little storage space. Now, someone mentioned in my other Pacifica video that this is where the vacuum cleaner goes. I mean, that makes sense, but you could use it as storage if you don't have the vacuum cleaner. And then on the other side, we do get a little 12-volt, but other than that, that's everything for the back of the Pacifica, so yeah. Now let's go to the rest of the rear of the Pacifica. So first off, you've got this gigantic light bar, which I absolutely love the look of. I know this is a minivan, but it's a stylish minivan. And then you've got the Pacifica on the e-hybrid badge right there. Parking sensors all on the bottom and then more chrome accenting. But yeah, that light bar looks fantastic. Like from the back end, this is definitely the best looking minivan on the market.
Yep, that's exactly what he's saying. The best looking minivan on the market though. Wonder how much the price is of this car.
Now let's pop into the back of the Limited. So first off, notice that you've got this really nice leather here for the seats. Nice perforations on the center. I love the piping on the outside. And then you've got little armrest and everything. But yeah, just really nice material used here, the seats. And just look how soft these seats are to the touch. But let's actually pop in. So stepping in, I do have to duck just a little bit. But in terms of headroom,
feels weird. Picking it up.
That would be a commercial. But that's the all-new 2021 Chrysler Pacifica, and that's a styling minivan. He pretty much gets you into it. He talks to you about it and tells you all about it. I didn't go completely full in depth into the whole video because I was like, okay. So basically, that's what it is. It's basically car talk with about this car. Now, as you can see, there is an app, like I was telling you guys. It's called the My Pacifica app. You can go from there, schedule a charge on this van. I think it's really retro. I think it's very cool and it looks very, chic, very nice to have. I wouldn't mind having something like this. But the van has a lot of styling. It comes with so much power. Like he said, he told you it's a hybrid. As you can see, the hybrid badge was on the back of it. So it makes it a lot a lot more quicker. But I mean, from what it looked like before, when it started off as the SUV, because before it was just the SUV, guys, and it went from being that to a complete minivan, and so now Chrysler has done so much with their cars, and it's really it's an inspirational that they can do. That Chrysler has this an ability to turn something into something so gorgeous, and this van is so gorgeous. But I think it's a lot better than the 2021 Toyota Sienna XSC Hybrid all-wheel drive. This has got a lot of stuff that you're going to look for, especially because it's got a gasoline engine. Like he says, I think it's a 3.6 liter, and it's got a really complex transmission, but it is front-wheel drive. And so it's a good van to have. I mean, like he was sitting back there. You see that it's got the leather, which is good, and it probably does have the it probably does have leather seats. I'm pretty sure it has leather seats. We've seen that, but I'm pretty sure they're heated as well. And that's one thing I can say about Chrysler. Chrysler has come such a long ways, and that was just a brief video that I wanted to show you guys. On Pacifica to see. But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be my new channel. Like I said, if you guys want to hit me up, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. If not, YouTube, whatever. Where I will not give you my number or disclose location of where I'm at. I don't want people showing up to my house. If you are a fan, if you become a fan and you follow me through YouTube or whatever, that's fine. I don't mind people following me. The more people I have, the more subscribers I have. The more I can get done. But I just, I'm kind of like giggling now because I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So yeah, but like I said before, you guys are more than welcome to subscribe. Feel free to ask any questions. Unfortunately, I don't have the hardware or the equipment to go live with you guys. Otherwise, I would go live. I can just do videos right now, and I can upload them to YouTube, and then you guys can see them from there. But don't be afraid to subscribe. And like I told you guys in the previous videos, if you guys don't like the videos, give it a thumbs down. I will not be heartbroken. Trust me, I am 26 years old, and if you guys don't like it, you don't like the content. I can't do anything about that. But if you guys do have something that you want to ask or input, drop your comments below. I will look at them eventually. I'm on like I said, if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on Twitter, but I'm on Facebook. I'm on Messenger. Hit me up on Messenger if you guys want to talk about something or have something that you want to discuss. But that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just here talking about what kind of cars are out there, and there's a lot of different stuff that we could talk about. But this video is just to talk about cars, and we can talk about other things. Now, if you guys like talking, now here's the thing. Here's what's important to me is what you guys think. What you guys think is what matters to me. Now, if you guys want more of me talking about cars and like showing you cars, I can do that. I mean, I'm not Randy though, so I can't do a 110% Randy. Randy can do Copart and he can do live videos because Randy has that equipment that he can go live. Unfortunately, I don't have that equipment. I'm recording off of a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus 5G phone. And so that's the only thing I can do, is I can record it and upload it on YouTube, which it takes a little time. I have 5G service at my house, I have 5G Wi-Fi here at home. But yeah, and so that's pretty much what I'm doing, and I'm just uploading videos as I go and making videos. I'm creating content for you guys. That is. But I would like to hear if you guys like what's going on. Hopefully I can do something that catches your guys' eyes. I know my Chrysler PT Cruiser was not as eye-catching. I think maybe I got something on it. I haven't checked it yet. I don't know. But I think that, if you guys want something that I can do, just hit me up and let me know. Because right now, at this point, I'm just creating a video just to talk about, cars and stuff like that. But if I have viewers out there that are viewing me and they have subscribed to my channel, which I would have to figure out how to make a channel on YouTube. I'm not really tech savvy with the whole YouTube channel. I'm actually right now I'm recording this video, but I haven't had to edit it yet, so we haven't gone to that yet. But right now we have gone about 30 minutes We have talked for about 30 minutes, and I've enjoyed talking to you guys. I just wish I could go live, and I wish I could show you guys a lot more, but because I'm not able to do live and I don't have the equipment for the live stream, that's kind of a bummer for me, but it's something that I might look forward to doing when I do have that kind of equipment. Then I could start going live. But for now, I'm just gonna continue to upload videos. If I have to edit some things, I might edit some things. But I do enjoy talking to people that are out there, that are here on YouTube. You know, I want to give a shout out to Randy, my boy TK, and then I want to also give a shout out to Monkey Wrench Mike, and then I want to give a shout out to the rest of the people that are out there. Weird Beard, that's another guy I meant to say. Weird Beard is another person I want to give a shout out to. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this video. But anyways, if you guys want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe. Like I said before, and I'll repeat it again, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok if you want to talk to me. I will not disclose my location or phone number or home address, okay? Feel free to comment below. Tell me what you think about my car talk of the day. Let me know what you guys think. I'll give it some time. Alright. Well, I am cutting this video, and I appreciate you guys listening and taking the time to hear me. And y'all stay safe. And as always, be prepared for another video. I'll be coming out with... And until next time, God bless and take it easy, guys.